Managing a shortlet can become much less stressful when you have templates or structures placed, especially for you, for your staff. Like, having a structure can make your work very easy. And I understand, as a business owner watching this, there's a lot of problems that come, even unforeseen stuffs comes up when it comes to managing an apartment, because it's a home and it is personal for people, and everything has to be premium because people are leaving their comfort to also come to a place that is much more appealing to them. My name is Dosunmu Temidayo, and I'm going to be walking you through how to manage an investment property, especially a shortlet investment property. And I work with Edala Development as the senior sales associate, and I also manage some shortlet apartments as well. The first few things I would like us to talk about is the check-in experience, and this is where a major difference between hotels and shortlets comes in, and that's why a lot of people prefer to just stay in an hotel, right? But shortlet is meant to give people a home away from home feeling, right? So, and in this experience, it has to do with the cleaning time and the check-in time, or the departure time and the check-in time, right? There has to be enough, or like a proper measurable space in between this period. Your checkout time could be around 11-12 p.m., which should be communicated to people when they are booking into the apartment. And you should also have a standard check-in time, which you communicate with your agent, with your clients, like have that information while they are making payments for this apartment, right? Because we've had scenarios where people come into a shortlet apartment and they are just cleaning the space or trying to get diesel, and these do not happen in an hotel. So when you have your checkout time for 12 p.m., you want to ensure that the cleaning starts like immediately after, so the apartment is already ready or prepared by 1:30 at least for the guests to move into the apartment, because someone coming from a far place just wants to come into a clean and clear environment. And during this process, you want to have somebody on standby to show them all those fully automated things you put in your apartment, right? You want to show them how to use the shower, how to use the flush, what each things in this apartment stand for, how to use the heat extractor. You want to show them where to turn on the fridge, so that they don't necessarily have to call you all the time in order to get like more information. And another thing that is common in shortlet apartments is the fact that we don't have telecoms like the hotel apartment, right? But we can always ensure that we have properly communicated this walkthrough for our clients, so they can easily do things without having to call their agent, then trying to call you for them to properly settle down into their apartment, at least for the basic stuff like the bathroom. So the next part we want to talk about is decoration, and decorating an apartment has its own peculiarities basically, and how you set up your shortlet apartment will determine how long you will last in the business. So you want to look out for what kind of painting, what kind of wares you have in your building, what kind of rug, what kind of tiles. You want to look at the colors, because when people are coming to a shortlet apartment, they want a place that is very, very beautiful, colorful, very classy, has a lot of amenities, has a lot of glassy, shining things, right? But as an investor or as a business manager, you want to be careful on what you prioritize in your shortlet apartment. So now let's take for example use of glasswares. Sometimes you might want to go for more modern and other options that are not easily broken, like plastic, rubber, like there are a lot of designs out there that you can't even quickly say that these things are not glass, but they are not easy to break, because clients can be funny. They can break things, especially when they are movable, right? And they are placed in places that are not very obvious. They can break it, toss it in the dustbin, and it will even take a lot of time before you even discover this thing is actually missing in your apartment, and you do not want that. And I know all these kind of stuffs cost at least 6,000 to 7,000. Imagine losing more than 5 in a month. That's just the beginning, not to talk of our chairs and our paintings. So when it comes to chairs and paintings and all, you want to look for something that is very durable. You want to look for colors where you can decorate colors, work with colors that makes the place look very warm, homely, but when there are stains, it is easy to clean, right? You want to go for chair covers that can be removed, washed, and all. And in scenarios where you also need to use bright colors, you want to use something that can be easily washed, materials that are not add to like wash off stains. Those are things you want to also look out for when you are putting together your apartment. And talking about tiles and rug, you want to ensure that you have more space for tiles than where you put your rug. Like, you put rugs in important places, and there are things that you can easily move to wash and then return into the apartment. Now, this next point is very, very important, and it is guest satisfaction and staff education. These two is something that you should take very seriously, and this is what a lot of high-end hotel emphasize on and do. Like, they have meetings with their staff, they assemble before they go out to remind them of the rules. And when it comes to customers are king. They are the ones that can bring your business from here to here and also pull it down from here to here as well. You want to ensure that your customers are talking about your business, because they are one of the most effective way to get referrals, to like get more customers without spending any dime, because they are not going to charge. It's just word of mouth, right? So you want to treat your guests like in the best way possible. So now, talking about the staff, you want to ensure that you tell your staff or teach them health and safety stuff, how to greet clients, how to be involved in activities that your clients are doing. So let's say, for instance, a guest comes in with, let's say, luggage or something, maybe a bag. Even if the client is not even going to allow you carry the bag, at least offer to help them, right? Offer to, like, even if the person wants to go out or something, let them do eye service. Like, teach them things to say and let them always smile, especially when it comes to the cleaning department or people that comes to the apartment. Because when it comes to shortlet apartments, there are a lot of cookings and stuff, so you have to call these cleaning guys, call people downstairs. Ensure that you let them know that whatever the situation is, they must always smile, because smiling is important. So people, they don't have joy from their own. Maybe they were depressed from where they were coming from, but they want to come into an atmosphere that is very peaceful and light as well. So you want your staff to always have a smile on their face, right? So when there's someone carrying load, they want to help them. The way they talk to them, the way they converse with clients is very important. And when it comes to health and safety of the clients, you also want your staff to be well educated on things they should watch out for, like hazards that they should watch out for. So let's say, for instance, they come into an apartment and they saw maybe a wire open, things that a guest might not see. They are supposed to take it up to the management. You let them know that they don't oversee things. I understand that some management would be like, oh, the client, it doesn't matter, they won't see it. But you as the owner, even up to maybe a little wear and tear on the chair or something like that, you know how much it costs to do these stuffs. So I want to make sure that they always report these things to you before it becomes a major damage. It will now be maybe another guest that all of a sudden came and the thing becomes big and it's now become an issue. The client is saying, no, it can't just happen like that. There's actually a little bit of damage done and then it blew up at his own time. But if you guys had seen it coming, there's a way you'd have actually managed it or plan to get another one to replace it. And finally, setting the price of your apartment is very, very important. We understand in seasons like New Year, Christmas, Easter, those period is natural for us to increase price, but you also do not want it to be too much, because right now in Lagos there's an high amount of shortlet apartment that is rolling out every day, every month, every year into the system. So your client has a lot of alternative. So you want to make sure that your price is not too high for your client to run away from you and not too low for you to lose money, because when it comes to shortlets, it is very easy to lose money. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about investments, like shortlet investment profitability, and I want you to watch that video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to learn more about it. So now, still talking about your pricing, right? During this seasonal period, you want to add a little money to reflect the season, because there is high demand for these apartments. And also, clients will also understand that because of this rush, there is what's it called, more use of fuel, lights, diesel, electricity, everything, and that's the reason for the cost. And then they have a lot of guests too that would use your apartment, so you actually have to gather that money during that season, just in case there's any major wear or tear in your apartment. And then even off peak season, like ordinary months like April, May, where there are not lots of activities going on, you can come up with promos. Let's say book 5 days, get 1 day free. You can also have your clients in your database. Ensure you have this, right? As a business owner, you should actually have your customers number, where you wish them happy new year, happy Christmas and all, so that they don't forget your apartment in an hurry. You can also send them offers like, oh, are you home or abroad? Refer somebody and get a free airtime. Refer somebody and get 5% on your next booking in our apartment. You want to keep them in the loop to make money for you, for them to talk about you. Imagine they are sitting down having like tea with your friend, and your message just pop up, and they just, oh, you know, see these apartment people, they are saying this, and then your friend is like, oh, I need this thing. Yes, so yeah, go and do it, because I'll quickly get my 5%, use my code. That kind of vibe is what you want from your clients. That way, either when we are in the high peak season or off peak season, you are always making money. And for us at a dollar, what we do is that we actually take all the stress off our clients' body. Like, we carry this burden for them. So if you're looking to invest in Shortlet and you do not want to worry about all this stress, talking to people, getting bookings, cleaning, wear or tear, you just want a company that you can buy the apartment from, from the engineering part, that is the layouts. You can discuss layout, interior, down to the finishes, and they help you also still get clients and deliver returns to you without having you break a sweat. This number on the screen is the number you should be calling at the moment. So if you've learned one or two from here, please like or drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video. Have a lovely day. Cheers.